What's up guys, Evil here. Hey, this is going to be my review video for the HPI Micro RS4 Ken Block Edition. Just like everybody else, I got sucked in by that really cool Gymkhana video that they did, and I've just been wanting this thing terribly ever since. So I'm going to crack into this thing here. We'll do a little bit of what's in the box, and then we'll drive it a little bit, and then I'll give you my 2 cents. So alright, let's crack into this thing and see what's inside. Pretty no frills as far as the packaging goes. Speaking of no frills, looks like that pretty well sums up the radio. Yeah, wow, that is not attractive. Hopefully it works better than it looks, but in this day and age, RTR radios are pretty nice. I think the stuff that comes with Axial, you know, the radios are pretty nice. I mean, you can drive on these all day. This is this looks like some kind of, I don't know. Not impressed with the radio. Looks like they do include some alkalines, so that is plus. No complaining for me on that. Looks like you got about every plug here you could need. So it is a true RTR. It does come with a charger, albeit probably a slow charger. But everything in the box. Not sure. It looks like a carrying handle, so you can actually convert the box into a carrying case. Looks like we got some servo horns, body posts. And there's the car. That is pretty impressive. Scale realism on that thing is pretty awesome. Not disappointed in that at all. Looks every bit as good as it does in the videos. And then you got your instruction manual. The car's a little bigger than I thought it would be. It looks smaller in the videos. It's got some type of woven graphite or some type of woven chassis. And the body is nice. I do like it. And there's a bit of a close-up of the car. The car's got a really solid feel to it. It's heavy for its size. You see the belt runs the full length of the chassis. A 180 size motor tucked in there. This is definitely an on-road car, not a rally car. The gears are exposed and they're real low to the ground, so if you go try driving this on anything with some particulates, you're probably going to be replacing gears. It's got some type of front differential. That's pretty amazing. They've tucked a full-size servo in there. So your servo upgrade's probably wide open. Probably put something fast in there if you wanted. ESC is pretty tiny. So, cool. I'm impressed so far. I like it. Let's charge it up and drive it. Alright, got to charge. So I think the video, you know, and the box is a little bit misleading. These rubber tires aren't really suitable for drifting at all. So placing on Rubber Tower Hobbies, they're coming out with a set of drift tires for this thing again. So those ought to be here in a week or so. And right now I'm just going to do the old electrical tape trick. See if I can get this thing to do some sliding a little more like a drift car. So here we go. Just a little bit of electrical tape added to all 4 tires. I think this is going to make a huge improvement. So there you have it, the electrical tape, cheap easy mod to get the car to drift. Handling, having driven some nicer drift cars, you know, it leaves some things to be desired, but it handles pretty much like a 10th scale 50/50 drifter. Could benefit from a front one-way and probably a locked rear diff. Apparently they put that out for it, but out of the box it seems to be a pretty fun car to drive. It's got a nice solid feel to it. The body detail is amazing. A couple little quality issues with the plugs. Bumping into stuff, it would actually lose power, so the plug would actually, you know, the connections are probably a little bit loose, causing that to happen. So not a big deal. I'll probably just throw some Dean's connectors on it, but you know, for the kid taking this thing home for the first time, you know, that can be a bigger issue. So just something to watch out for. I will get the GoPro out here and get a little bit more running video, see if I can get some nice shots. Overall thoughts about the car is it's a fun, out of the box, you know, just take it home, have a good time with it type of deal. If you're just getting into it, it's probably a good car just to buzz around the house, in the garage, that kind of fun stuff. I wish they hadn't kind of marketed it as a drift car. I think that video was a bit misleading to make it think it would do that out of the box, which it was not. Even with the electrical tape mod I did, still a little bit too much traction here to get too much drift out of it. It doesn't feature other drift car things like the front one-way or the solid rear spool to help the car step out. It's really prone to, you know, you have to throw it into a drift really hard to get it to step out, and then when you do, it's prone to snap oversteer. So, and then it's understeer on power. So, you know, out of the box, it's not the most fantastic thing handling, but it is fun to drive. It's a great looking car. The price seems a little bit high for what it is, but I think you're paying a bit of a premium because all of this livery and everything on this car is fully licensed. You got GoPro, HPI, Ford, of course Ken Block, Monster, DC, all those things. So, you know, everybody's got to get their little piece of it, but all in all, it's a fantastic looking little car. It's fun to drive. It would look great sitting on a desk as well as, you know, just buzzing around the office or whatever. So Great little car, but yeah, a couple of the fallbacks to it that I don't really like. It has nickel metal batteries, which, you know, are dated but safe, right? So someone who's just getting into the thing or getting into RC can use this car and not have to worry about burning down the house. It's a brushed motor. I would think at the price point they're selling at, they could do a lower end brushless system in it. It's a brushed motor. It seems to have a decent amount of zip. It runs pretty good, but then again, you know, nickel metal battery, power flattens off after a bit. And well, it's just, and you know, to where it's not all that much fun to drive anymore. 2.4 gigahertz system, so you don't have to worry about interference, all that good stuff. The radio is kind of fugly in my opinion, but you know, who's looking at the radio while you're driving it? It does have trims, dual rates, and it looks like throttle reverse. It does, so at least it has some features to go along with its funky looks. So yeah, all in all, I like this car. I think it's a buy if you're a Ken Block fan or a rally fan, Gymkhana fan. You know, you kind of set up your own little Gymkhana course here like I did in my basement, and you know, have some fun with it when it's raining outside or whatever. But you know, if you're wanting to get into drift, this is not your go-to model. They're apparently putting out a drift spec. One of these, it's of one of the Falcon Mustangs, I think. But you know, if you're looking to drift, get a purpose-built drift car. But for all-around fun, just buzzing around, having a good time, I think this is cool. Price point is low enough to where it's not really out of reach for anyone. But like I say, the value for the money, probably not quite there, just because all the licensing and stuff involved. But you know, if you want the cool, you know, Ken Block body, then I say go for it. No durability issues other than the plug seemed to be a little bit cheap, jarring the car around. The car would actually switch itself off and then back on, so we'll be changing these out to some Dean's plugs. But those are my overall opinions of the car. I plan on getting some upgrades for it to make it drift a little better, and then I'll work on doing my own scale Gymkhana video here in my basement. So anyway, that's it for now. Hope you guys got something out of this. I tried to show some things that a lot of the other, you know, reviews for this car don't show. Like nobody shows the bottom of the car, really shows the belt drive system, any of that stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna charge the battery back up and drive it some more. I'll catch you guys later.